All right, we're here at Fayetteville Property again. We had some work that was done, and I wanted to go through and do a walkthrough. We actually had some flooring done, or the flooring should have been started, and we're going to see what it looks like. This is the progress so far. I did spend a lot of time out there pressure washing. I pressure washed all the gates, the PVC gates. I pressure washed the front steps. We are going to have to get some more masonry work done there though. And the driveways, pressure washed that. We did have Clee come out and work on the yard, get some of the hedges trimmed up, but let's look and see what they did on the inside. Let's see. All right, so I told you guys we were gonna do the floor. Fireplace we're still working on. I'm gonna let you guys see a little bit of what it's gonna look like. We had to level out the floor down here, pull out the old brick and level it out with self-leveling on concrete. We're gonna put these tiles here. I know it's hard to see, but we're gonna tile the bottom with these tiles, and then this is Michelle's go-to. She's gonna use these right there to basically tile all of the outside brick that you see, and then of course she's gonna paint the inside black. That's the scheme for the fireplace. Hopefully that'll get done this week. It was supposed to get done today, but my contractor's not gonna be Michelle. I'm telling her to let her contractor do it, and he is not gonna be available till this weekend. So, but anyway, so let's get to the floor. So the floors are here. You see they sanded it. There was some wood repair that needed to be done in this bedroom, and so that was done. You guys look at the other videos, you remember this floor right here was a problem. This is our new French door that we had to install. So the wood repair was done, and they sanded it, and the holes where the wash and dry used to be, that's covered as well. So I want you to see it, and I'm going to show you the issues that it kind of had. So we wanted to go light. We're going to go with a more of a natural light color for the floors. Of course, here's the kitchen. I think you guys saw some of the kitchen. Started with the hardware, but I need to make some changes. Me and Michelle went back and forth, had a couple of arguments over the hardware, things that you guys don't see, but we've decided on what hardware to use, and then that'll be installed. And then this backsplash, this is the backsplash that we're going to be using here. That's going to be installed this weekend as well. So that's what that's going to look like. This hardware is going to be installed, and we'll have the backsplash, and that's the backsplash that we're going to be using. So you can see that right there. But here's the floors here. Let's see, they started sanding the staircases too. And this middle room, they sanded. We are gonna go ahead and carpet these two bedrooms. That bedroom and the closet over there is gonna be carpeted, but this is sanded, ready. Now, the challenge we had is we were gonna go light. The floors originally were like a walnut color, and I liked it. It wasn't like we didn't like it, but the problem was, it's not even a problem. All of the other comps, it's like all the homes in this area, in this neighborhood, were same builders, same footprint, and they all had the same colored wood floors. So yeah, I could go with what everybody else is using because it works, you know, the home sold. But I wanted to stand out. I wanted to be a little different than the other comps that we have. So I wanted to change the floor color and not go with that same walnut. Wanted to, but now that the floor is sanded and we see it light, and this is not exactly what it'll look like. It'll look a little oranger when it gets wet. This is just what it looks like. Dry, you can see it'll get a little darker. But with the color scheme we have, I'm not sure, none of us are really super excited about this light color with the grays that we have. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna end up going back to going with more of a, not a walnut, but I think we call it provincial, or provincial is the color name stain. It's like a wood color that is very similar to what was already here. maybe a little bit lighter. So all of this just to kind of keep it the same color almost. And we'll probably do it the same color as we did peppercorn for the flooring, just a little bit lighter. Other option would be doing more of a reddish brown for the floor. And we kind of opted out on that. You can see when it's wet, this is kind of what the natural color would look like. This is more of a reddish that I use for a stain. And this was kind of the brown that was already there. And we're gonna go something closer to that, maybe a little bit lighter. And we're gonna stain that, and they're gonna be doing that tomorrow. Here's the issue we have. When the floors were sanded, we had a lot of dark areas. So you can see a dark area here in the dining room, in the bedroom as well. And that won't come up. So it'll sand out, but then I guess moisture comes, and then it goes right back to being dark like that again. Definitely can't pass that with light floors. So we could either stain it dark and hope that it could blend in, and we're gonna go darker to help it blend in, but unfortunately I had to tell my flooring guys that I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go ahead and pull those. The only thing we can think of is pull those, each individual wood panel out and have them put new wood panels in. I'm thinking the moisture's inside the boards itself, and that's why we keep seeing it come out. But unfortunately, it's more work for them because they have it sanded, ready for staining pretty much, and now they're gonna have to come back and remove these boards and place new boards in to get rid of all these black spots. And then we're gonna go ahead and stain it. The Providential, I think it's the name of the stain, a brown. And you guys will see that, and definitely when the fireplace is done, you'll see that as well. That's gonna look really good once that gets done. I will say that you guys don't see, I've been talking about this a lot of the disagreements that me and Michelle, the boss, has over color schemes and some of the other things in the house. That's normal, guys. It's nothing big, but I wish you guys could see how we go back and forth on every little thing involved in these rehabs. One of the examples here. So we had originally, she had picked a royal blue, but that blue looked a little purple. I didn't like it. And so I came back and I painted it white, kind of liked it white, but it was too white. It just looked just too white. It didn't match the trim colors. So after painting two different types of whites, didn't like it. And I did that myself, a lot of work. And then we both decided on this more grayish blue, okay? So she had picked that out, and finally we ended up using that. So this was like 3 different color paint jobs to finally get to this right here. And again, when we get the fireplace done, it's gonna really kick in really nice. See that color scheme? And then of course the floor colors, we kind of disagreed on that. The kitchen hardware, boy, oof, we had a good night last night, going back and forth over the hardware. But we came to an agreement. We're gonna compromise and work on that. But you guys will see that. So we're almost done. We are looking to list middle of this month. I'm looking to take pictures end of next week. We have maybe 1 more week, and everything will be done. We do have the electric coming in. They're going to be coming in, installing the can lights, the new fans that we have, the chandelier that we have here, our pendant lights. They're going to be installing that. Our light up here in the kitchen. We have a fridge that's coming as well, so a little bit more work, but you guys will see the end result, and it looks really good. Looks really good so far.